Welcome to today's online class, children. Today we are going to start with the topic that is sensitiveness of the potentiometer, and we'll be dealing with some numericals also today. Okay, so what is first sensitiveness of the potentiometer? See, it is nothing but the sensitiveness of the potentiometer. What does it means? The smallest potential difference that a potentiometer can measure. Okay, sensitiveness means what is a potentiometer is? What is that? Means that actually the smallest potential difference that can be measured by the potentiometer. Okay, if it is able to measure very small potential difference, then you can say sensitiveness is more. It is high. Okay, so how to increase the sensitiveness of potentiometer? See, you know that sensitiveness can be increased, okay, by decreasing the potential gradient. How? See, potential gradient. Potential gradient K is nothing but a potential drop per unit length. What is the potential drop per unit length? If it is very small, potential drop for what is that, centimeter per millimeter is very high. It is it is very small. Potential drop per length is very small. Then you can very well say its sensitiveness is high. Sensitivity of the potentiometer is very high. Are you following? Therefore, which means that it is able to measure even a very small potential difference. Are you following? Therefore, you can say sensitiveness or sensitivity. Okay, both are same. Sensitiveness or sensitivity of the potentiometer can be increased. Very important. It is a very common question. Okay, can be increased by decreasing the potential gradient. Potential gradient, that is what is that? K, that is equal to V by L. Okay, therefore how to achieve it? How to get low, what is that? How to decrease the potential gradient? Okay, how can be? It is which is achieved by, okay, number one, if how to K should be V by L, that should be very low na, for increasing the potential sensitivity. Okay, therefore K has to be very small. Therefore, which can be achieved by two means. One, what is that? The L can be increased, correct? Therefore, by L is increased, means K is decreased na? By increasing the length of the potentiometer wire. The length of potentiometer wire. Fine. That is why I told you in our lab, why are we going for 10-meter wire? Why? Because its sensitivity will be more, therefore it is more accurate. The readings will be more accurate. Okay, that is why we are going for 10-meter wire. Okay, then next one. Therefore, so one is like that. Another one by decreasing V. By decreasing, okay, V, potential drop across the wire. How? That is, potential drop can be decreased when you decrease the current. Therefore, that is by reducing the current. Reducing the current where in the potentiometer wire. See, potential gradient of the wire only, no potential per unit length of the wire. Potentiometer wire. Okay. Therefore, by reducing V means what is the potential drop across the wire. Potential drop across the wire can be reduced by reducing the current in the wire. वायर मोने कौन सा वायर है? मैंगनीन वायर. पोटेंशियोमीटर वायर. पोटेंशियोमीटर वायर है क्या है? AB. ओके, इन द पोटेंशियोमीटर वायर. ओके, how to reduce the current? Okay, how? That is by increasing the resistance in the primary circuit. Increasing the resistance in the primary circuit. What is that? There is a rheostat is there now, or variable resistance is there now. So with that help, you have to increase the resistance. Once you increase the resistance, the net resistance of the circuit, the primary circuit will decrease. Okay, sorry, it will increase net resistance. Therefore, current through the wire will definitely decrease. Once the current is decreasing, potential drop decreases. Once the potential drop decreases, potential gradient will decrease. Hence, sensitivity will increase. Are you following? So, there are two methods. By how to increase the sensitivity? Just by decreasing the potential gradient. Is it clear? Hope you are following. Right. Now, let us, next one is, we are going for difference between, next topic is difference between potentiometer and voltmeter. See, potentiometer is also meant for, what is that? There are so many applications, but it is very important application is, one of the application is potential difference. It is meant for finding the potential difference between any 2 points. Correct? Therefore, for finding the EMF of the cell. So, voltmeter is also meant for the same. So, now we are differentiating. What are they? See, potentiometer first. And here voltmeter. Okay, first one. Potentiometer, very important. Potentiometer works, okay, on null deflection method. Potentiometer, it works on which method? Null deflection. We are going for null deflection only. Okay, in potentiometer. But here it works on deflection method. We are not going for, in potentiometer we are going for null deflection, but voltmeter, whichever reading it shows, that is the potential difference. So it is what is called deflection, works on deflection method. Very, very important first one, right? Number two. Number two is its sensitivity. Sensitivity is high. Okay, here sensitivity is low. Okay, then third one. Third one is, see, you can say that the EMF, it measures the EMF very accurately. EMF of the cell. EMF of the cell can be measured accurately. Okay, but here the very important EMF by voltmeter, EMF can be measured, okay, approximately only. Measured approximately. Okay, so why? Because, okay, why? Because what is the reason? Why? Because you see, while you are measuring the EMF with the potentiometer, you are going for null deflection now. That time, okay, it actually the potentiometer wire does not draw any current. Why? Because it is going for null deflection. That time, what is the current in the galvanometer? Zero, no. So it won't draw any current. If it won't draw any current, then what is EMF? EMF of the cell is nothing but when no current is drawn from it. Therefore, no current is drawn during the null method. Okay, therefore null method, what is it? It won't draw any current because potentiometer at null deflection, when it is measuring the EMF, the resistance of the potentiometer at the point of null deflection, the resistance of the potentiometer becomes infinite. Okay, therefore, see, while measuring, okay, EMF, okay, at null point, what happens? The resistance of the potentiometer what is it? Becomes high, infinite, not high, becomes infinite. Okay, so, okay, it does not draw any current from the source. Okay, therefore, what is that? While measuring the EMF at null point, the resistance of the potentiometer becomes infinite, so it does not draw any current from the source. Okay, but here, what is that? It is while measuring the EMF, okay, the same thing. Okay, but it is not null point here, voltmeter, but it is deflection method now. So, while measuring EMF, the resistance of the voltmeter, very important this is, okay, voltmeter actually becomes very high, becomes high, but not infinite. Okay, but very high, but it is not infinity, but you can, but not infinity, infinite. What do you mean by that? Voltmeter, usually very important property of voltmeter is it should have very high resistance. Okay, it should not draw because it is meant for measuring the potential difference. If it is meant for measuring the potential difference, it should not draw any current. Okay, but ammeter means what is that? It should have very low resistance or zero resistance. Ideal ammeter means it should have zero resistance. Like that, ideal voltmeter, which is not possible. Ideal voltmeter is it should have infinite resistance. But usually voltmeter, whatever we are using in the lab, it is not an ideal voltmeter. It has high resistance. That's all. Definitely it will have high resistance, but it won't be infinity. Are you following? But potentiometer, you can say it is, what is it? It is resistance at a null point, its resistance becomes infinity. That is why it is not drawing any current. But in the case of voltmeter, because its resistance is high only, it draws some current. Are you following? So which means that its measurement will be approximate only. Okay, therefore that is very important difference. Next one is, as you all know, potentiometer can be used for various purposes. Therefore, apart from your potential difference measurement, It is for comparison of EMF, internal resistance, so many. Okay, therefore it can be used for many applications, for various applications. Various applications or purpose, various purpose. Okay, but it is only a voltmeter. It is used only for measuring EMF or potential difference. Are you following? Hope you are following. Is it clear, children? Okay. So, that is it. This is the difference between potentiometer and voltmeter.